games, and I just think it's kind of a cool thing to go back and kind of not really have as much as a rivalry as we did, but just kind of pay homage to those past games that we did have.
Was there a specific game that you remember watching or maybe attending as a kid or anything like that?
No, nothing in particular. Just kind of watching them like highlights through the years. It was just nothing really in particular. Just knowing that it used to be kind of a big deal back in the day.
Hey, Teddy, what was your goal for yourself when you first showed up here, and just like how would you evaluate how it's going right now?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to just come in. Didn't want to tip my toe in. I just wanted to go head first and give it everything I had. And I wanted to maybe break the second string, make travel roster, and then I never really expected getting playing time. But a couple weeks ago, the coaches were telling me, you have an opportunity to play, so don't hold back. And I just kind of took that and ran with it and brought me to here.
Where are you at in terms of where you want to be weight-wise? Are you close to where you want to be now?
Yeah, I'm a little lighter than I want to be personally. I mean, I think I can, put on some good weight here throughout the season, and especially in the off season. I'm sitting right around like 310-ish, around that area, and they want me at 325 playing up there. I think I can get up to that by the start of next season, most likely.
Is it easier to put on weight during the season, harder?
It's a little harder, I'd say, because we're going as hard as we do throughout the week of practice. I mean, you're still eating as much, but you're sweating it all off, and then you just kind of have to build back what you lost during practice. I'd say the weekends are the main time where you have to eat as much as you can to put on as much weight going into the rest of the week.
You said that they told you a couple weeks ago that you might be in position to play. Was there a point in the last several months where you sensed just yourself that you were sort of picking things up or starting to feel comfortable?
Yeah, I'd say mid-fall camp is where I was really, feeling that I have a chance to make get my 4 games, because I do have guaranteed 4 games and still keep a red shirt. But, I'd say, mid-fall camp, I felt I was making calls better and then reading the defense better and understanding the playbook more, getting my skills down and all that stuff and detailing all my work. And, I felt about mid-fall camp is when
You're one of several Nebraska born players that have made an impact here recently, been able to get out there in games. What have you thought about that? What does it mean to you to be one of those guys?
It's kind of cool to see some of the older guys come back, and like every week, every Friday, we have an old offensive lineman come and talk to the guys about his time here, and knowing that I could potentially have that opportunity to come back after I'm done playing football and all that stuff to, just give my 2 cents on my time here, and to the younger guys, it's just, it's kind of a cool thing that Nebraska's tradition of a football program has.
Turner doesn't have that much of a head start on you, just a year. Do you have a connection with him, sort of growing and learning?
I mean, he's a real leader, especially for me and being in my position. And I think just kind of ever since I've been here, he's taking me under his wing and showed me the ropes of how to handle things, because he was in the same position I was when I got here, mid-year, gone through all that stuff. And I just feel like he's such a, mentor that I do have, him and Bryce especially, because, pretty younger tackles that we have here, and I just kind of follow their lead and do my best to fill their shoes that they have.
Are you close to Latovsky too? You guys,
yeah.
Both you guys have gotten a lot of good praise.
Yeah, me and Henry, we were roommates back in the suites. We now live with Brock Bando, Matt Sichterman, Hunter Miller, Levi Falk, and me and Henry share the basement. So we kind of hold it down there. Keep it clean, obviously.
You do?
Oh yeah. So.
How much fun was it when did you know it was a shot play, obviously? That was your first snap on Saturday, right? The 68-yard touchdown, or was it before that?
No, I played in the the Fordham game, like the whole fourth quarter.
Yeah, but on Saturday.
On
was
Saturday.
Your first snap, the 68-yard touchdown?
My first snap was down over here when we ran the power play. I came in at tight end, and I just set the edge. I didn't really hit anybody because all my guys just weren't in front of me, so I just kind of stood there. I turned around, we were in the end zone, but yeah, that 60-yard touchdown, that's how I like it. get out there, 2 plays maybe. If we get a big play, touchdown, right off to the sideline. So I was okay with
You
it.
tell coaches, look at my efficiency rate when we're out
Oh,
there.
yeah. We were making jokes because in the Fordham game, the third group got in for just 1 play, so we were making jokes that they're all 100% across the board, efficiency,
Yeah.
finish, and technique. So, yeah, it's all good fun when you have low plays with high efficiency like that.
What does that do for guys in your class, or right in there, when 2 weeks in a row now you guys are able to get in some game reps, get some experience? What can that do?
Yeah, I feel like for me personally, it just kind of breaks off, or if you're nervous, it shakes off any jitters that you had going into it, and knowing that you can be out there. And I mean, Turner got his first start for Rutgers, and that's a first start, so that'll be a different time when I do that. But just to actually get in there and get game live reps, it helps so much.
What's Coach Austin like? I mean, as you guys are trying to nail down the details and
Yeah.
take that next step of the line, what's he been like these first few weeks, kind of going through film and evaluating?
I'd say it's more technical now, and it's not as big picture as it kind of was in fall camp. It is like we have so many plays that we were just learning, and we couldn't actually like really define and like refine our detail. But now that we're in the season, we got like 8 plays to worry about a week, mostly. So that's just 8 plays that you got to hammer home, the detail. So we're in the film room, and he sees something that we've been repping over and over, and somebody's not doing it. It's kind of like, what are you doing? You got to work on this, and it's like, what can you do the next day to get better?
Does it become really obvious in a hurry how much the finer points matter at this level? Maybe in high school you could just
Yeah.
dominate just
Oh, yeah.
because of your size and stuff.
Yeah, I would say spring ball was kind of an eye-opener for how much more, detailed you need to be at this level, and how much more you have to focus on the little things. As in high school, like you said, yeah, you could just use my size to my advantage and just throw people around. Now, I mean, I'm going up against Ty Robinson and Garrett Nelson, who are studs, and I have to actually, get my hands in the right spot, get my hips leverage and all that stuff. So, yeah.
What's a move that Ty and Garrett are good at, like to use?
I'd say Ty mainly is power. I mean, that dude, he gets his hands in the middle of your chest, and you're kind of, if you're not ready for it, he can move you back. And Garrett, I'd say speed around the outside. That he gets that low shoulder. We've kind of go back and forth in pass rush drills. So it's just kind of him doing that, and the chop always works too with my long arms and reaching and chops it down. Not too far.
What's your counter for that?
I'd say if the chop is, you gotta strike, and then if you see it coming, you can kind of take your hands away for a second, but you have to be ready to go back into it. That, or just suffocating the block right at the start.
How was your first game rep sort of, did you have expectations of what it would be like being in the game? And have you felt comfortable as you've been out there and playing?
Yeah, so I'd say that the first one against Fordham, I was kind of I felt comfortable going out there because I knew like the scheme, and throughout practice I knew what to expect. And once I got out there, it's just kind of confirmed everything I was already feeling. I feel like the guys thought I was a lot less comfortable than I was. Like they thought, I don't know. Turner had faith in me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, always. But yeah, some of the other guys, were trying to like, don't be nervous. But I was like, guys, I feel okay. I feel good. I know what I'm doing. Yeah.
Teddy, maybe you got asked about this, but 3 games, you've played in 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So have you had conversations with Coach Austin about, hey, this is going to be more than a 4-game season for me? What's your mindset on the Redshirt with 9 games to play?
I'm just kind of taking it day by day, week by week, and this week they were telling me that they could use me in certain spots. It's really a day of type of thing for the game if I know if I'm going to be playing or not. And throughout, as usually the games go on, I kind of get the sense that I'm most likely going to go in, especially if we're running up scores like we had been the last 2 weeks. Oklahoma, we'll just have to see when we get there. So, I'd be okay with not redshirting, but I'm not going to not.
What are the challenges preparing throughout a week when you don't know for sure, like if you're going to play that Saturday?
I don't think it's really too difficult. Everyone prepares like they're the starter, and that's my mindset with it. Is I'm preparing every week and doing every drill like I'm the starter, and I have to keep that spot. I'm not really worried about if I'm going to be playing or not, because if I prepare like I'm a starter. It's just kind of once you get out there, you know you're ready to go if something does happen.
What was your welcome to college football moment out of everything?
I'd say, oh boy, blocking Garrett Nelson for the first time. Because him and Damian Jackson, those two, they pack a pretty mean punch. So once, you first go out there, you're ready to go, and you're confident, and then they hit you, and you're like, oh, okay, this is what college football is like. So, yeah. Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it.